The bridge of the mining vessel Horizon's Edge hummed with quiet efficiency. As Emily Chen reviewed the daily operations report, 3 months into their deep space expedition, the crew had fallen into a comfortable routine survey, extract, analyze, repeat. The asteroid belt they were harvesting showed promising deposits of rare minerals, and morale was high. Contact. Ethan Rodriguez's voice shattered the calm from his station at communications. Unknown vessel approaching fast. No response to hails. Emily's fingers flew across her console, pulling up tactical data. The ship that materialized on their sensors was unlike anything in the colonial database. Organic curves mixed with crystalline structures, pulsing with an eerie bioluminescence. Defensive protocols, she ordered. Her voice steady despite the adrenaline coursing through her veins. Continue hailing. Let's not assume hostility. The alien vessel didn't fire. It simply stopped, hovering 3 kilometers off their starboard side. Close enough to be threatening, far enough to study their prey. Then the message came not in words, but in pure intention, translated through their neural interfaces with chilling clarity. Soft skins, weak, easy harvest. Emily's blood ran cold. In the galactic community, humanity was still the newcomer, the primitive species playing with technology they barely understood. And now, someone had decided to test just how primitive they were. "Captain," Ethan called out, his dark eyes meeting hers across the bridge. "They're powering weapons. Multiple signatures." She didn't hesitate. "Battle stations. Power up kinetic railguns. Ethan, send an encrypted burst to Colonial Command. Tell them we've made first contact, and it's not friendly." The alien ship struck first beams of concentrated plasma that would have vaporized the Horizon's Edge if Emily hadn't already put them into evasive maneuvers. The mining vessel wasn't a warship, but like all human vessels operating in deep space, it carried teeth. "Return fire," Emily commanded. The railguns spoke simple, primitive technology by galactic standards. Tungsten rods accelerated to a fraction of light speed. No fancy plasma, no exotic particles, just kinetic energy and human ingenuity. The first volley caught the aliens by surprise. Their shields, designed to disperse energy weapons, did nothing against solid projectiles. The tungsten rods punched through their hull like paper, venting atmosphere and crew into the void. The alien ship reeled, and Emily could almost feel their confusion through the neural link they'd established. How? The soft skins shouldn't have weapons that work. "They're regrouping," Ethan reported, his fingers dancing across tactical displays. 2 more ships dropping out of FTL. Guess they called for backup. Emily's mind raced. 3 against 1, and the Horizon's Edge was a mining vessel, not a destroyer. But humanity hadn't clawed its way to the stars by giving up when the odds were poor. "Ethan, redirect all power from mining lasers to forward shields. Engineering, I need every ounce of thrust you can give me." What are you planning, Captain?" Ethan asked, though his hands were already executing her orders. "They see us as prey," Emily said, her voice hard as steel. "Let's show them why Earth's apex predators don't have claws or fangs, we have brains." She plotted a course straight through the asteroid field they'd been mining, the densest, most chaotic section. The alien ships followed, their superior speed closing the distance. They fired again, plasma beams scorching the Horizon's Edge's aft shields at 40%. Ethan called out. "Almost there," Emily muttered. Her eyes locked on a specific asteroid, one they'd been drilling for the past week, one that was now riddled with explosive charges set for controlled demolition. She threaded the Horizon's Edge through a gap barely wider than the ship itself. The pursuing aliens, confident in their superior technology, followed without hesitation. "Now, Ethan." The asteroid exploded, not a natural fragmentation, but a precisely calculated detonation that sent millions of tons of rock hurtling in every direction at lethal velocities. The lead alien ship vanished in a cloud of pulverized stone and metal. The second took catastrophic damage, spinning out of control before its reactor went critical. The third ship pulled up hard, finally recognizing the trap. But Emily wasn't done. "Target their engines." All railguns, synchronized fire. The tungsten rods lanced out, each one calculated for maximum effect. The alien ship's engines died, Leaving it adrift and defenseless, Emily opened a channel. Her message transmitted in the same neural format the aliens had used. You saw humans as prey. We saw you dead. Tell whoever sent you Earth remembers its hunters. And we became the best. The alien crew abandoned ship in escape pods. Their technology still superior enough for that. Emily let them go. The message was sent. 3 days later, Colonial Command arrived with a proper battle group. By then, the Horizon's Edge had resumed mining operations. The wreckage of 3 alien vessels floating nearby as a grim monument. Admiral Kashyap materialized on their bridge via hologram, his weathered face a mixture of concern and pride. Captain Chen, what you've done here, we defended ourselves, Admiral, Emily interrupted quietly. Nothing more, the Admiral repeated, a slight smile crossing his face. Captain, in the past 72 hours, we've received 17 separate communications from species across this sector. They all want to know the same thing: who are these humans, and why should they fear them? Ethan looked up from his station. Fear us, sir. We're not conquerors, no, Lieutenant Rodriguez. But predators recognize other predators. These aliens have been raiding soft targets for centuries. They expected easy prey. The Admiral's smile widened. Instead, they found persistence hunters from a death world who weaponized rocks and won. The galaxy is paying attention now. Emily felt the weight of those words. Humanity had wanted to join the galactic community as partners, as friends. Instead, they'd announced their presence with violence. But she thought of her crew safe, alive, defiant, and couldn't regret it. What happens now? She asked. Now, Admiral Kashyap's hologram flickered. Now we make sure everyone knows the lesson you taught here today. They saw humans as prey. They were dead wrong. The transmission ended, leaving Emily and Ethan alone on the bridge, surrounded by stars that suddenly seemed a little less indifferent, and a galaxy that now knew humanity's name. Outside, the mining continued. Because that was what humans did. They adapted, they survived, and they kept moving forward. No matter what the universe threw at them, the end